cities of precision, we call them, which are into the UNESCO World Heritage. The city of La Chaux-de-Fonds was built in 1656, and it was very much built for watchmaking. So it's a city that lives and breathes watchmaking. And it's all developed there with an industrialization, and that's how it became kind of the city for watchmaking. The first pocket watches, they came around the 16th centuries. And that's quite interesting because they were more like that. So big. They were quite of fat ladies, big, but very. You could see how much details were in, like the engraving, the gold, the craftsmanships. All the watches have a purpose here, is being precise and accurate. Of course, when you see a 17th century watch, you can imagine that it's all made by hand by one person. But when you realize that how the history evolved and the industrialization came, and then many watches were made, every single one is different and brings a bit of history in itself.
I discovered watchmaking. It was just exactly what I was looking for, really. Something with a technical aspect, with accuracy aspect, with historical aspect. And today I'm still learning every day. The things we do most often here, refurbishing, restoration, services on watches from 18th century to beginning of 20th century here in La Chaux-de-Fonds. There is something because nearly everybody here is involved in watchmaking industry. It's quite often that people come with their father or grandfather watch. It's interesting. When you give back the watch to the client, you have polished the watch, movement is working.
We're here in Chaux-de-Fonds in the Jura Mountains in Switzerland, which always had a large concentration of these kinds of skills. So the whole valley, there's a lot of experts that are working closely. We're a team of around 100 people now, and we make around 100 timepieces in a year. And these are used in a sort of approach that you don't usually get, because these machines are made to make a series of 10,000 pieces at once. But we maybe do a series of like 11. I think with mechanical watchmaking, it's more of an art. There's an interaction with your timepiece, especially. We're making manually wound pieces, so you get to turn it over. You get to sort of feel the crown. There's something more that's happening there. It's not just to show you the time. Obviously, there's a culture behind it and a history, and also a future.
The even greater thing, I think, is not about how expensive the watches are. It's about the fact that these companies, these manufacturers, these people, they really bring work and put food on the table for all the people that live here. It's more about the tradition, the values and knowledge that is passed on that keeps an entire region alive.